Hey gorgeous, welcome to the Hormone Puzzle podcast. I'm your host, Coach Kayla Smith, CEO of the Hormone Puzzle Society, a woman's health hub for fertility, hormones, and the business of coaching, creator of the Hormone Puzzle Method, an infertility warrior, two-time boy mom, and women's health expert. This podcast is for women struggling with infertility, painful periods, terrible PMS, or really any symptom of hormone imbalance that they are ready to eliminate for good. Tune in weekly because we will be interviewing amazing experts in the field of women's health, breaking down those hormone walls, nerding out on nutrition, and having way too much fun. Whether you're just beginning your fertility journey or you've been struggling for years, we are going to finally help you put those pieces of your hormone puzzle back together so that you can get pregnant and eliminate those pesky symptoms for good. Are you ready? Thank you so much for tuning in. Now let's get started on your road to transformation. Hey gorgeous, welcome back to the show. I am so excited to have you here. Each week, we're going to talk to some amazing experts and really dive into topics all around fertility. So you're not going to want to miss a single show. If you haven't already, take a minute and hit that subscribe button. That will ensure that you never miss a single episode. So we'll take 1 second. We can wait. Hit that button and make sure you're all set. Also, I would be forever grateful if you would leave us a review on iTunes. This will help more people find this show, and it will allow us to help even more women on their journeys with fertility and hormones. And this is how iTunes decide who is shown what. So this way you can do your part to help the infertility community, and it would make me so very excited. So thank you. I would be forever grateful if you would do that for me. Thanks, gorgeous. And now let's get on with the show. Hey, beautiful. Do I have some exciting news to share with you? Because of countless requests and being frustrated as hell that I cannot help more people, and let's face it, there's only so many hours in a day, I have decided to do something super cool just for you. I have created a membership site. And on this platform, I'm going to provide you with lots of education, inspiration, community, hope, and a ton of fun. And to give you a little pleasure in a time that sometimes is everything but pleasurable. Every month, there will be new areas to explore and new people to connect with. All of this and more. So many resources to help you put the pieces of your hormone puzzle back together so you can finally get pregnant and eliminate those pesky hormone symptoms without spending thousands of dollars or jeopardizing your precious time. To learn more about this exciting new membership or to join, visit CoachKayla.com/membership. I'll see you on the inside.
Rebecca Black and Kelli Bono are the owners and product creators of Keep Me Safe Worldwide, a toxin-free beauty and skincare company that was founded on their own personal experiences with how an overload of toxins can jeopardize your health, as seen firsthand through their own families and friends. Their mission is to make sure not one person is harmed by anything they create while producing effective products that look like you went to the doctor or dermatologist, which is something that they say excites and lights them up. Their goal is to help millions of people lessen the load of toxins on their body's largest organ, the skin, and to teach us how to fall in love with our skin again, as well as teach people to create an online business and income that they love. Let's welcome Kelli and Rebecca to the show.
Hey, Rebecca and Kelli, welcome to the show. Thank you girls for being here.
We're so excited to be here.
We are. Thank you, Kayla.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So this is the first time I've ever had a dual guest. So yay. This is really exciting.
Like team sisters.
Yes.
With you.
I love it. So tell me in kind of your own words, whichever one wants to go first, who you are and what's your company. Tell us all about it. How'd you get here? All of it.
Perfect. I'll start.
Okay.
I'm Kelli. And so what happened that really kind of started me on this journey was my dad died of cancer. And that really, I think, was the biggest interruption of my life, and just to feel like a piece of your heart is missing. And I think that started me on the journey. It was definitely a big piece of the equation. Then I had a child who was, oh my gosh, after like 3 months of being born, the children's hospital said, it looks like he's got leukemia. It looks like he's not going to live. And that really was another thing. Like, okay, my dad died of cancer. My son now looks like he has cancer. What is going on? And it really kind of had me like, I don't want to say open, but searching for an answer. And when you start to search and you start to ask questions and you start to, didn't get the answers right away, as I don't think many people do, but as I started, I get goosebumps just talking about it. But as I started to search, it was like all of a sudden I'm like reading ingredients and I'm looking at things and it's like, oh my gosh. And then someone's talking to me about parabens and these are linked to cancers. And then it's like, oh my gosh, and so it opened up this whole world that was like, oh my gosh, I really bought into like mainstream products. And I'm like got a toxic bath being run for my son that's like already sick. And I'm like just putting more cancer causing ingredients in the bath water. And it just really like hit me like, everything's got to change. Like everything's got to change. So I think for me, that was when the mission kind of started, was first getting so angry and upset and then saying, okay, now what can I do about it? And I know Rebecca has kind of a similar story too.
Yeah. I had 3 clients. I have a salon owner and operator, and I had 3 clients all under the age of 40 who coincidentally all struggled with fertility. And 3 of them were diagnosed with cancer. 2 of them ended up passing away.
Oh my gosh.
And so it's like, that there's something linked there. They all are having these same struggles. So it's like, what is causing it? Much like Kelli, it's like, what is causing that? And then once you know what's causing it, it's like, well, what can we do to be the change that we want to see? And so I just started really looking for products that actually work like a salon quality without all of the known human carcinogens, without all of the toxins. Because the day that I found out that the formulation for a lot of our cosmetics that are on our shelves here are different in Europe because they have a lot stricter ingredient regulations, I was like, oh, no. We have to make some changes. And so when I couldn't find a lot of options out there that actually worked the way that I wanted them to work, I was like, okay, we got to get to work and we've got to create something that will work. And we've got to find people who can get us what it is that we need. And that is how Keep Me Safe was born.
Yeah.
I love it. And I love that
on a mission. 2 women on a mission. And it goes deeper that because we really feel like not one person would ever be harmed by a Keep Me Safe product or an unborn child. And so that's really the standard. And we feel like we're like one of the only people that we've ever found, besides finding you, Kayla, that is really on the mission. It's like people, really sometimes just don't get how important it is. But, the testament, and this is kind of a little bit of a praise report, but I have 4 children and the only one was sick. All the 3, once I had this education, I had 3 healthy babies that are like, they don't even go to the doctor except for physicals. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
Think, oh my gosh, just these little changes can have the biggest impact on the quality of life.
Yes.
So
I love it. And I love that you ladies are talking about this because I feel like so many people don't realize, I mean, we're trained to look at our foods and to read the labels on our food, but not on the products that we put on the biggest organ on our bodies. It's like, hello. So I love that you are talking about this. It's so important.
Kayla, most people don't realize what you put on your skin within 26 seconds gets absorbed into the bloodstream. So if you went and open up your mouth and put whatever you're using, your cream and your pink lotion that you're putting on your body, if you went and open your child's mouth and dab it in, the fact that we're putting it on, it's really kind of scary. And it's like, it's messing up, even from a child, their endocrine system. It's messing up, the women thyroid. It's causing infertility. So it's
hormone issues. I mean, the list really, really, really goes on, because as soon as something touches your skin, there are these cells that almost look like hands. They're called Langerhans cells, and they attach to like foreign debris, bacteria, and stuff like that. And they grab it, they take it into the skin, and it goes directly into your lymphatic system. Wow. So what you're putting on your skin goes directly into your lymph, so that your body can start to process and start to break it down. And when it doesn't know what to do with it, that is whenever it gets a little bit of freak out. And then we get something called inflammation. I'm sure we've all heard that you're at least suffering with some kind of inflammation, and that's kind of where it comes from. And our skin is our largest source of elimination of toxins from our body.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And like I said, it really makes you think, all of these people struggling with infertility, that wasn't like that 30, 40, 50 years ago when our grandma was using like all natural cocoa butter or whatever to put on her lotion. And so now I can only correlate it back to our food supply and our products we're using. So yeah. And like I said, I don't think enough people realize this or know about it. So I'm so glad we're talking about that here today. Yeah.
We are too. It's like, it feels like we're home,
Yes,
it's like, it feels like, oh my gosh, you get it. And it really is. It's kind of like you are on a mission. And as you're hearing this, and maybe you've got podcasts listening to this really is kind of like a Jonah Ark, until we're really like out there and it's really truly known, where people are going to struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle. And I want to say needlessly, because there is a better way. And I know that you have that better way, Kayla. Yes. So it really is like such a powerful mission to be on, and we're grateful to find another person on our tribe,
Yay. I love it.
Sometimes people don't get it, and they look at you like, what is she talking about? I love my chemicals. One time I heard someone say, I love my chemicals, and I'm like, do you love cancer? Do you love disease? Do you want to not be here for your children later? And it was later on, she came back and she said, no, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking when I said it. And I was like, well, because we always associate chemicals with like, they work, like you can go get some major chemical products or go to the dermatologist and they're going to work. But what I think separates us from everyone else is we don't cause any harm, and our products work.
Right.
So many people, it looks like they've been like to the doctor in before and afters. And I think that's where we're leading the field. So
I love it. So let's talk a little bit about your products. So tell me about your makeup, especially does your makeup make you fat? Let's talk about that.
So this goes back to what goes into the skin, and they say the average woman has to decipher over 5 pounds of toxic chemicals into their body. And so if every year we're getting rid of 5 pounds of chemicals, that's your lotions, your makeup, so truly when you think about it, your makeup's going into the largest organ. It can mess up your entire
slowing you down,
sluggish thyroid. I mean, it's like you want to mess up your endo system, start putting chemicals on. So yes, your makeup can make you fat. Yes, can make you fat. Yes. Yes. It's so true. But people would never associate it, with being fat, or why have all of a sudden I'm, sluggish, or why am I tired? Why am I depressed all the time? So people really don't correlate it with like, okay, what are you putting on your brain? Like what's the shampoos and conditioners that are going right inside the most precious, resource we have, our brain. And then we're waking up with anxiety, or we're waking up stressed. And a lot of times we don't realize there's so many toxic, like carcinogens in shampoos and conditioners and formaldehyde. And it's like, we wouldn't put this on anybody, but yet we're doing it every day. And then we're wondering like, why am I gaining weight? Why am I sad? Why am I anxious?
Right.
Why am I pissed off? Why am I road rage?
Because we're putting all this stuff on our bodies that our body doesn't know how to break down. And so it causes that endocrine disruption, which is your hormones are controlled by your endocrine system. So it all ties together.
Well, it reminds me a little bit. This is like an aha moment that I had when Rebecca was just talking. But like when you give kids like tons of sugar and red dye, that like the effects are going to be crazy. It's kind of like we're doing the same thing, but without knowing. And then we wonder why we're feeling so off. And it's like, we're kind of doing the same thing with a child's diet when you pump them full of red dyes and then you pump them full of sugar and then you're like, oh, why aren't they an angel today? I don't know why they're acting out. I don't know why they're having a meltdown. I don't know why they're throwing things. Like, I don't know why the tantrum is this bad.
Right.
But we're doing it every day to ourselves and we're wondering why we're not feeling great. And we have a little bit more emotional intelligence to be able to keep our calm a little bit more, but people are having meltdowns, people are having anxiety like they've never had before and stress like they've never had before and worry like they've never had before, especially with these times. So that's a big contributor to it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I know this is very overwhelming to a lot of people to think, okay, I'm having to change my diet. Now you're telling me I have to change all the products in my house. Like, oh my God, where do I start? So do you have any recommendations for that?
Yes. Okay. So here's what's so great. With our company, we have done all of the research for you. We have body care, we have makeup, we have lotion, we have skincare. We have taken out 99% of all the guesswork. So, and Kayla's got information with how to get our products, but we've done all the work, so you don't have to. We've done all the hard study, so that way that takes all that off the table. So you can just get with Kayla or get into one of her links that she'll send you, and you have access to an online shopping center that truly is safe for you and your family.
Yes. And it really just starts with picking one thing that you want to try this month. You start with one thing at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and it is a process. And by no means are we asking you to completely turn your house upside down. That's not the case. But what we are encouraging you to do is to change one product, whether it be your deodorant. Start with the deodorant and then switch over to a mineral foundation. Then switch out the lip balms or the lipsticks that you are using, the lotions, the body soaps. So it's a step by step by step process, one at a time.
Yes. And I always tell people that, as you run out of a product, think, how can I choose something safer this time? Yes. Don't try to do it all at once, or it is very overwhelming and very expensive. Yes. But use the money that you were going to spend on that toxic product and buy yourself a non-toxic product. So it's not even costing you any more money. You're just replacing something that's safer, and it's actually saving you money because now you're not going to get cancer. You're not going to have hormone issues. You're not going to do any of these things, hopefully. But so yeah, it's like a no-brainer.
And there might be some people, if you are kind of like, I've had a few people, and I was kind of that way too, that just say, I got to get, like, it's all got to go. If you are that way, don't feel like, like you're not wrong either.
Right.
Because sometimes you just, it's like, I'm just in overload of all these chemicals. And the thing is, what is it really, really, really costing you? Because I know we were talking about infertility, and a lot of times it could be costing you that baby. It could be costing you disease. It could be costing you your life. And so when you think about the cost at the end of the day, what is it really costing you long term? And, Rebec and I say, you take one product, like say it's deodorant or it's the liquid hand soap or it's a bar soap. And over the course of a lifetime, how many thousands of chemicals have you saved? By switching out like a product. It's so powerful.
I love it. Oh, I love it. So let's talk about some of your favorite products. And so, let me go back. Let me talk about some of my favorite products, and then you can tell us about them. So first thing is the deodorant. Oh my goodness. I have been looking for a deodorant that was all natural, non-toxic, but that works.
Yes.
You have made it. So tell me about that.
This girl has made it. I tell you, she is brilliant.
Yes.
So Rebecca, tell us about the mind and the creation of this amazing deodorant that everybody is raving about.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So what prompted me to do it was I was the secret clinical strength girl. I mean, like, I sweat. And I would have like I could never wear a natural deodorant because number one, it either broke me out in such a big heart, like my armpit was falling off, or it just did not work. Like it is stopping nothing. And I'm still having these big, huge sweat stains under my arms. Like can't wear anything that is light colored because you don't want to be seen in public. Okay?
Right.
But I was like, okay, so we have to create something that absorbs the majority of the moisture, because I knew that if it could keep my moisture under control. Now it doesn't stop your sweating. You need to sweat, but what it does do is it absorbs that sweat, and so you're not leaving the big, huge sweat stains under your arms anymore. I wanted something that would actually absorb the moisture. I wanted something that controlled the odor, and I wanted something that would last all day. So that is our zested vanilla deodorant. Yes. So it is a 100% organic deodorant. It is baking soda free. It is a rash free formula, because I wanted you to even be able to use it. I'm going to tell you, this is a secret here. All you mamas out there, if you've got any little ones with diaper rash or anything like that, get a separate deodorant stick and put that on their little bum. Warm it up just a little bit and slide it, and that will help keep them from getting diaper rash, and it will help protect their little bottoms. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And I love your deodorant. I mean, I use it regularly every morning, and I don't have to reapply it. I'm never sweaty. It's just a beautiful scent. I mean, it is amazing. And I've tried them all, and this is by far my favorite. So yay, great job.
I love it.
Yes. And so let's talk about lotion. Another one of my favorites, the body lotion.
Yes. Okay. So listen, a lot of times lotions are a super big culprit, and they are essentially like liquid plastics that we're just like slathering all over our bodies. And they're high in an alcohol content because they want them to penetrate into the skin. And if you're putting on your lotion and you're feeling like, oh my gosh, like I need to reapply. I'm dry again. That's because your cells have been depleted of all of their moisture. And so our lotion does not contain any of those harmful skin stripping, skin penetrating ingredients. It's all oils that your skin and your body will metabolize, but it's not greasy. Kayla, you will probably attest that it is not greasy. And when you put it on, within 2 minutes of being out of the shower, I'm telling you, you have all day moisture. The daily reapplication, unless you were in the medical field and you are having to wash hands a ton, you're not going to have to continually slather on lotion like you have in the past.
Yes,
I love it.
A dab will do.
Yes.
A dab will do. I used to go like with Nivea, and I used to have all these like big family size bottles.
Yes.
So when you get ours, you're gonna be like, what? It's only 4 ounces. You need a quarter size. If you were to do what you do with the toxic lotion, you will be drowning in lotion. Yes. You could use it 100 times over. It's like every kid in my household, every neighbors get, you get a lotion bath. You get a lotion bath. So don't make the mistake. These are no fillers, no binders. We don't add any synthetics to it. We do not pump it full of anything. This is just like all straight goodness, straight from Mother Earth. So you just a quarter size will do, and you're going to see how much you can really get out of it. Don't make the mistake I did. And I'm like, oh my God. This stuff is so oily and greasy when I first switched over.
Yes.
And people are like, what are you talking about? And like, how much? I'm like, well, I just did like my 7 or 8 pumps, you know?
Oh no.
Like I just switched over, you know, it was a habit. No, you know, a quarter size will do.
Yes. I love it. And it smells amazing. It's got some essential oils in it too, right?
Yes.
It smells so divine.
Ooh, can we tell a little bit about our essential oils and what makes them so special?
Yes.
Okay. I love her scientific brain. So when I say it, it's like our essential oils are so amazing, but this one has the science behind it, and she's just brilliant.
Yes, let's talk about that. And let's talk about too why, you know, there's many essential oil companies out there, and I don't want to bash any of them, but talk about a little about how your oils are harvested for the products you use versus how they might do it.
Okay. So that's a really great question, Kayla. Thank you for that. And so we steam distill all of our essential oils. So we're taking those organic herbs, we put them in a thing, they are processed with steam. There's no toxic solvents. There's no residue at the end that is a known human carcinogen or a toxin. And that is really what sets us apart. A lot of companies don't like to steam distill because it takes more of the dry herb or the fresh herb than it does if you were to use a toxic solvent to get it out. So you can use less with toxins, or you can use more with no toxins with a less yield. And we choose that option. So that's really kind of what sets us apart, because you can have an organic essential oil that is USDA certified organic that has been extracted with formaldehyde.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
How is that even legal?
Yeah.
I know. That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
We want to know that.
Well, because they say, well, there isn't enough formaldehyde left at the end that it should cause. Yeah.
No.
So I don't want any formaldehyde. I don't know.
What part of the little is okay? None.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And so talk to me a little more about the essential oils that you guys use.
Yes. So we use only essential oils to scent our products. And so a lot of companies would use like natural fragrance, and they'll use like even phthalate free fragrance. But in doing research and figuring out the sources of the ingredients that go in there, and it's like, okay, well, that doesn't align with us. So steam distilled essential oils are really the only thing that do align with our methodology and our position on, we don't want any known toxins in there. And so we scent exclusively with the essential oils, and we've created some really, really, really cool blends, like the zested vanilla that is in our deodorant is so yummy. It is, it's organic Peru of balsam oil and lime essential oil. And so that blend there, that's what we call it, like a zested vanilla, because it definitely has like a little bit of a vanilla in there, but it definitely has like that lime blend. And our lotion that we were just talking about, we use a cedar wood and lime oil blend, which smells so delicious.
Yes.
So delicious.
I love
it. My goodness. Even our skincare, we scent with coconut, vanilla, and orange. That blend there. It's like, let's use the fruits, let's use the herbs, the plants, the flowers that were given to us by God, and let's capitalize on those amazing aromas. So that is why we love some essential oils, because the sky really is the limit, and there are so many beautiful concoctions that you can do. But the most beautiful part is that we don't have any of the hidden fragrances that you find in most perfumes and other companies.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
So it goes back to the mission, not one person harmed.
Yes.
Anything we created.
Yes.
So not one person. So that's just, and that's what we always come back to, because it's like, people will try to tell us that, oh, we will need to do this, or, oh, our stuff's safe. And then Miss Nancy Drew over here, she will dive so deep, and she wants the safety tests and the reports, and she wants to know how so she's digging deep and deep to find out. And, there's been times where we've ordered stuff and she gets those reports back, and what they told us was not what happened. And she's like, sending the stuff back, and so I just love that not one person will be harmed by anything we created. So
I love it too. Yay. I love it. So let's talk about your skincare. Oh my gosh. So a little side note. I am a big skincare junkie. Like, I love my skincare. It's very hard to find all natural skincare. And so when you sent me some samples, I was thinking, okay, let's see how this goes. Oh my gosh, it is my favorite. It is like the best skincare I've ever used, and it smells amazing. It feels amazing. So talk to us about that. Super excited about this.
And thousands of other people are obsessed with our skincare. Let me just tell you, it's the bomb.
Yeah, it really is. And it's just going to be expanding as well.
Yeah.
And so, but you can even attest for like the glow, like your skin has come back to life. Like, I'm 37 years old. I still get carded if I'm buying a bottle of wine in the grocery store. I mean, like,
I'm 41.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm 43.
I know.
And it's like that youthful glow is coming back, and it firms, and oh my gosh. And it's so amazing because, Kayla, we have so many women that will come with just acne and adult acne and nodules. And all of a sudden, within a few weeks to months, their skin is like, it's like a whole different person. And we really do feel like when you love your skin, and as every woman should, it's like a birthright. When you love your skin and you feel good, oh my gosh, it's like your cells are just so radiant and happy. Everything works, So we have the saying that no woman should die to be beautiful, because that's really what's happening when you go to a counter and you pick up your skincare, because they promise you the moon and the stars and the anti-aging and the birds. But then when you have toxic chemicals, you're really dying to be beautiful. And so we think that you can get that same result without having to risk your health. So we're so excited.
I love it. So talk to me a little about where you think this industry is going.
Ooh. Listen, it's going nothing but up, okay?
Yes.
Everybody is looking. I just sat in on a market industry analysis webinar last month, and let me tell you, the organic and natural personal care, body care, skin care, and makeup categories are growing by 9% annually.
Wow.
They've been at a 2% growth. Over the next 5 years, they are going to be growing by 9% annually. So this is a huge, huge, huge opportunity to be a part of that incredibly growing massive trend, because it is just now getting started.
Well, I think it's also the awareness that is coming with it. People are starting to, I want to say, wake up. Like, you know, when you woke up, we woke up, it's like all of a sudden seeing other people by us sharing just on this podcast, we're waking people up. And once people get waking up, they will not, you couldn't pay me to go to the dollar store or to go put a chemical product or to go buy something that's cheaper. You need to pay me to try your product.
Right.
Thousands of dollars if I'm going to risk my life for it. And it's a complete different,
mindset,
paradigm shift. Yes.
Totally.
So it really is. So
it really is. You see, and I think, Kayla, a lot of the awareness comes from the EPA published a report in August of 2019 about the reproductive harm that is being caused to our aquatic life because of what is being washed down our drains, what is washing into our waterways. And so people are like, oh man, what I am washing with in the shower does matter. The shampoos that I'm using do matter. And I'm contributing to these aquatic life not being able to reproduce. And when you think about it this way, while we might not be in the river, we also have a reproductive system. And if it's causing reproductive issues for them, what is it doing for us? And that, I think, is the single driving factor behind all of this, because people are waking up and they're realizing like, oh shoot, this, like, we've got documentation that reproductive harm is being caused by this. And the EPA states in there, the personal care products going down the drain. They stated in there. And people are like, this is causing them problems, so what is it doing for me? And that's why I say it goes right back to our mission. Like, it's not going to harm you or an unborn child or our waterways. So we're already being part of that change that we want to see and that we need to see as a nation of people.
We have to.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Yeah. So where can everybody get these amazing products? They can go to my website, which is mykeepmesafeworldwide.com/Coach Kayla. That will also be in the show notes. So if anybody listening wants to get some of these amazing products, you just want to research it a little, read about the company, go to that link and do that. And then where can they find you girls? You're on social media. Where would that be?
Yes.
Okay, Rebecca,
we are on social media. So you can find me on Instagram. We'll keep it simple here at Miss Becca Black, MSBECCABLACK.
And you can find me at Kelli with an I, KELLI_Bono, BONO, number 13 on Instagram. And then on Facebook, I'm Kelli Bell Bono. So yes.
All of that will be under in the show notes. So yes.
All of that. Yes.
Ladies, they are amazing. You girls will love them.
You're amazing. Yes. You're amazing. We love you, girl. We love you.
I love you too. Thank you girls so much for being on the show. And any final thoughts before we close out?
Oh, well, I have one thing. You're worth it. You're important. I know sometimes this can be overwhelming, but the journey of 1,000 steps starts with the very first step. So just go for it. You're worth it. And, there's too much life to be lived on this planet to even spend one day stressing over it. Just say, got my coach. I've got my coach, Kayla. I'm going to do this. This is awesome. And get excited, because as those chemicals come off your body and out of your life, your joy is going to go up, your excitement for things, your love is going to even fill your heart more, because all of a sudden you're like, I feel good. And when you feel good, life just works.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I always say your next chapter is going to be your best chapter. And like she said, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the very first step, and your first step is right here and right now.
Oh, I love it. And I love you both so much. Thank you for being here. This was amazing.
Thank you, Kayla.
Awesome. All right, guys. Until next time. Thanks for listening. Bye. Hey, hang on just 1 second before you go. I want to make sure that you are aware of all of the amazing free resources that I have for you on my website at CoachKayla.com. From a fertility meal plan, a cycle syncing quick start guide, a holistic healing cookbook, as well as master classes, blog posts by me and some amazing experts in the fields of fertility, hormones, and nutrition. So many wonderful resources that will help you on your journey. And I wish there had been something like this when I was going through my 2 years of infertility, but there just wasn't. And so that's why I decided to create all of this for you. So make sure that you go and check it out and you take advantage of this plethora of support that I have provided for you. And spoiler alert, these were some of the same tricks and the same foods that I used to get myself pregnant, not once, but twice, even after my doctors said that I couldn't. So I know that these things work. Make sure you take advantage of that. And I cannot wait for you to be my next success story. So thanks, love. See you soon. Thanks for tuning in today to the Hormone Puzzle podcast. Check out the show notes for today's episode at CoachKayla.com. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and leave a review. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next week.